Bringing a drug to market is notoriously expensive. Estimates vary, but costs are typically reported to be somewhere in the billions. Now, there's a lot of complexity to how that cost is built up, but one of the key drivers here is the price of failure. Let me explain. So the cost of a single drug discovery program, the actual project that produces a successful drug, is only in the range of a few hundred millions. Now that's a lot of money, not something that I've laying around, but it's a lot less than the billions that we started with. So what's happening? Well, what's happening is that we don't just run this project in a very linear fashion. There's a lot of ideas that we try along the way that fail, right? So it looks a little bit more like a triangle or like a funnel. And the majority of money is spent on this, on the failure, on all the ideas that don't pan out. We organize our process, our drug discovery program, we organize it in a bit of a cascade of different experiments that we run, where experiments early on are not super informative, but they are very cheap. And then as we go down the funnel, experiments become more and more expensive, but also much more informative. Now that's a very sensible strategy. The problem is that there's a bit of a translation gap. So a lot of the experiments that we do just don't translate to what we ultimately care about, which is that this drug works in human patients. And to exemplify that very thing, we should look at the success rate once we reach the clinic, right? So at this point, a company has invested millions. Some of the brightest minds in the industry have done their very best to get a drug program to this point, convincing themselves that they found a drug that can cure a disease. And even at that point, we still only have a 10% success rate. So 9 out of 10 programs that make it to that phase still fail. Okay, that's clearly a problem. So what's the solution? Well, it's a bit of a distant dream at this point, but the vision is really that we can find a type of experiment that we can do that's incredibly cheap, right? That we can run at scale, that we can run for all the ideas that we have, but incredibly informative as well. It's sort of this magical experiment that we're looking for. If we could do that, we could transform the process from a V to something that looks a little bit more like a T, drastically cutting down the cost in the process. Okay, so one of the ideas on that magical experiment that we're looking for is what we would call a virtual patient. If we could simulate, whatever that means exactly, but if we could simulate the effect of a drug in a real patient on a computer, we could do that at scale, then we could move towards this T-shaped portfolio or process. Now, virtual patients at this very moment remain a distant dream. We just don't quite have the know-how, the data to implement them, but we can take a stepping stone in that direction. Thanks to the convergence of both data and very advanced AI algorithms, we can work on virtual cells. Now, that's the future that we're building towards at Valence. And if you're excited or you want to follow along, please get in touch with us. Thank you.